Okay, here we go again. Another day. I can't say another dollar, but but it's another day. I walked into Target this morning to go get something that I needed, and while I was there, I there's a Starbucks in there, so I went straight to Starbucks. I walked in the store, forgetting the other object that I wanted to get while I was there. I walked past the shopping carts over to Starbucks, and there's this long line. And these people are looking at me, and I'm looking at them. And I point my index fingers of both my hands, and I start at the beginning of the line, and I move across, and I said, "Everybody out the line now." And they laugh, and I laugh. It's I do stuff like that out of fun. They enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, and I got in line, and I'm thinking to myself, you always messing with somebody, but it's like I said, out of fun. And it's not to hurt anyone, but it's to, they looking at me, and I gotta give them something. So um, I stand in line. It is moving a little slow. And they buying everything. Not everything, but I don't know who these people are and what's going on, but they're shopping and getting mugs and tumblers and whatnot, and getting their drinks or what food or whatever they're getting. So while I'm standing there and talking about myself, teasing and messing with somebody, I said, yeah. I said, at least, I said, there are some people who, you know, always out here messing with folks too, and it's not, to cheer them up or bring some joy into somebody's life or whatnot. This is harmful. They do it to harm people, to make them feel like, they wish they hadn't got up this morning or something. And so while I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I said, yeah, I said, when sometimes they go messing with some old folk, they gonna turn around and get their butt whipped. You're gonna get a spanking. And so that got my mind to thinking. And my spirit is begin to take that thought and broaden my thinking in that moment. And I begin to think and analyze. Well, I don't know if I'm analyzing it or what, but I know that my thoughts become like when people grow older, and you find yourself being spanked by somebody older, and you also hear people say when they're older, you know, uh, since they have become of a certain age, they're going to say what they want to say because they feel like they, deserve to speak their mind because of their age. But I begin my thoughts as they are being broadened and expanded on that topic of age. I am beginning to realize that as the Spirit is downloading this information into me, that it's not that they are speaking their mind because they can at that age. They're speaking, they are saying, no, they are being who they have become. Some of them are parents, grandparents, great grandparents, great great grandparents. Now, if you think about it, that is a lot of teaching, correcting going on over the years. And they have fell into this, or we have fell into this category where it's not about age. It's about what you have learned over the years because you have been a parent, a grandparent, a great grandparent, a great great grandparent. So when you are confronted with certain situations at your old age, you go into that mode, automatically. And some people find themselves in a situation where they get their butt whipped. And it's not intentional by the elder to do that. It's just that over the years, they are being who they are. They are to correct you. Not intentionally, but it's who they are. It's who they have become. And it's in all cultures. All cultures. The elderly is going to speak up and say what's on your mind because they have come to that point where they have that knowledge. They are at the point where they can teach, they can correct you. That's all. That's another way of looking at it. It's not because of their age. It's because they are being who they are. A parent, grandparent, great grandparent, great great grandparent. Think about it. Have a good day.